There's a science behind population control. There's a world filled with illusions and superstars, all intended to keep the masses entertained just long enough to orchestrate a global prison planet. There's a universe where racism and propaganda are chess moves, and Big Brother has experts on the payroll, experts at hijacking revolutions. A world of decaying civil liberties thanks to fear-mongering, where bunkers full of non-hybrid seeds are tucked away in the earth like treasure chests full of gold bullion, ready to plant the crops of the globalist elite, a place where military-ran DUI checkpoints and invasive airport security pat-downs are means to incrementally indoctrinate the public at large. I must stress propaganda, modern-day public relations, bulletin boards, newspapers, magazines, television shows, radio stations, and commercials. Everything from the income tax, the draft, vaccines, to cigarettes, even to elected representatives. Our culture is calibrated to perform in such a manner similar to a giant re-education camp. We are told to abandon our children to be raised by the state during some of the most critical years of their developmental process. Then we question the rebellion and disconnect during those same years. Perspective is everything. Keep this in mind when we talk about politics. I'm a really big fan of quotes, but out of all of them concerning public relations and scientific manipulation, the words of Jacques Ellul come to mind. The orchestration of press, radio, and television to create a continuous, lasting, and total environment renders the influence of propaganda virtually unnoticed, precisely because it creates a constant environment. Propaganda is not a conspiracy theory. Our job is to fuck up their loop. Hello, I'm Lady Liberty for INFOWARS Nightly News. This evening on INFOWARS Nightly News, we start by addressing as well as strategically analyzing the impact of NBC's Frankenstein version of George Zimmerman's 911 call. The intentional editing, which resulted in the firing of an unnamed NBC producer, creates an illusion behind the narrative between Zimmerman and the operator, which portrays Zimmerman's cause for concern as racial profiling. They also reported, hyped, and continued the repetitive narratives revolving around racism while catapulting propaganda for gun control. The most important, yet most difficult thing to do is to separate the issue from the affected policy guided by strategic talking points. And remember, racism equals ratings. In this occasion, the policy being questioned by the media conglomerate's talking points is the stand your ground law, which happens to be one of the most prolific Second Amendment self-defense laws, while creating national tension based on race. Now they've announced that they are forming a task force committee to combat the debate of the issue and to resolve the problem and other prolific issues.